My name is Megan Peterson, and I am the communications manager here at ARRM. One of the things within my purview is keeping the website up to date and up and running. So I'm here today to give you a little tour of the ARRM website. When you get to the ARRM website, you're going to want to log in. And when you log in, if for any reason you've forgotten your username, forgotten your password, you're locked out of your account, you can submit a password request. Or you can just reach out to us at info@arrm.org, and we can help you reset your password. What we don't want you to do is click create a new account. If you already have an account with ARRM, just reach out to us and we can help you get into your locked account. You already have an account and you click create an account. It actually creates a duplicate in our system, and that can lead to issues. If you're a company admin and the new account won't be a company admin, there will be a duplicate. It can mess with all kinds of things on our end. So definitely just reach out to us if you've forgotten your password, and we can get you back into the system. So I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of the ARRM homepage. Lots of good stuff on the homepage. We've tried to make it pretty intuitive to find all of the most important things for members. Specifically kind of using these title cards here at the top. We sort of broke things into buckets. What's going to be most helpful, most important for our members. The community kind of icon here will take you to our open forum. Okay, the open forum is a place where members can post questions, updates, whether it's about something that you have been told by DHS or your county, to what are folks doing in this situation, to news in the industry. We'll sometimes have announcements in here. It's kind of like a great place to just come get all messaging related to home and community-based services, disability services. You can see that there's over 5,000 members, so pretty much everybody that's a member of ARRM is present in this open forum. So it's a great place to kind of tap into the hive mind of ARRM's membership. If you want to create a post in the open forum, up here at the top next to your profile picture, you can click on create and you'll click on discussion thread. Some of these options you may not have. I have them because I'm a website admin, but you should have discussion thread. Start a new thread, and then you'll click to post to community. So click community. Since I'm staff, I'm on every single committee and task force. But you should really only see open forum and then any committees that you're a part of. So like, let's say you're on the Financial Resources Committee, you will probably see Open Forum Financial Resources Committee. So you can pick where you want to post. If you want to post just to financial resources folks, you'd click Financial Resources Committee. If you want to post to everybody, you can click Open Forum. You can include a subject, a body of a message, your signature, and then hit post, and it'll post to everybody that's in the open forum. Let's go back to the homepage. Education. So if you are wondering about our signature events, this is a great place to come because it's got kind of all of our major large events on this page. So everything from our Forward Annual Conference and Leadership Conference to our Business Finance Forums. We've got our Women's Summit here, Day at the Capitol, and I'm going to click on ARRM Academy because this is a newer resource that I want to show you. So ARRM Academy is kind of the overarching umbrella, I guess, that we have put over our webinars, our one-off trainings that are not part of a larger conference. So sort of our one-day trainings, our half-day trainings, everything like that. You can see we have one event that's on here so far for 2026 that you can click to register now. So keep an eye on this page to see what other upcoming trainings we have. Click on Webinar Archive. Webinar Archive. So after webinars, specific kind of one-off ones, but then also occasionally we may post from like conference webinars that we have after a certain amount of time has passed. They will be posted here. So you can see we've got 4 that are up here so far from 2025. And yeah, if you want to come view a webinar on demand, we know it can be really, really hard to make it to like a 1 hour webinar in the middle of the workday, depending on what you have going on. But if it's content that you really want, we'll post it here and you can come view it at your leisure. Okay, back on the homepage, I'm going to click on innovation. So this page is focused kind of on our committees. We have 10 committees plus a couple of work groups that are not on here. And so depending on whatever your interest is, ARM probably has a space that your expertise and your interests can be put to use. So take a look, take a gander at all of our committees, especially if you're new to ARM. Um, what I'll show you. So if you're curious, like, okay, what does the UBS task force do? We've got a description, we've got the staff. So if you have questions for either the staff or the chairs, we've got their contact information here. You can view the members of that committee. And then if you're interested in joining the UBS task force or any of our other committees, there will be an apply now link. So you can click that to fill out a form and express your interest in joining that particular committee. Okay, back on the homepage, I'm going to click on Advocacy. So this is our newly redesigned Advocacy Center. There's a ton on this page, but hopefully it's organized in a way that it can be helpful to you. So I'm going to start with the ARRM Action Center. So this is where we post our action alerts. So during the legislative session, if we have a call to members to contact your legislators or do anything similar to that, we will put it here. And this form will actually help you find your legislators, reach out to them. You can kind of do it all right here. So if you're looking for the ARRM action alerts, you can go to the advocacy site and click on take action. There are a couple spots on this page that have videos to recorded webinars and trainings that you can watch. So this is one about how to engage with your legislators, legislator communication reporting form. So ARM, it's super helpful for us to know when members talk to their legislators about issues related to disability services, because then we can follow up. We can say, you know, remember you met with so-and-so in your district that has that super great, you know, CRS facility and they are doing such great work like that. Those are the people that are impacted by XYZ legislation. So when you do meet with legislators, have contacted them, it's super helpful if you can fill out the form that is linked here. Community Connections is a new initiative that we launched kind of in late 2025 after our district dialogues wrapped up for the fall. It's essentially where if you would like to invite your legislators to your program site to meet you, meet the people you serve, meet families, kind of get a sense of the work that you do on the ground. This is the perfect opportunity to do that. So if you click learn more, you'll find more information about how to get in touch with ARM staff to help kind of facilitate that connection and help schedule bringing your legislators out to your program site. A few more resources here. So some of these resources will rotate out. Like right now we have our 2025 legislative summary up here. It's currently mid-December, kind of end of December 2025. So very soon we'll have our 2026 policy agenda up here. And then hopefully manifesting it now, we have a super rosy, full of great news 2026 legislative recap up here, kind of sometime in the summer of 2026. So some of these resources will rotate out. Our Grassroots toolkit. So if you kind of want to DIY that grassroots effort, we've got some resources here for you. We just recorded a webinar kind of doing advocacy prep. So if you want to get the lay of the land for the 2026 session, that is currently up. But again, as that information becomes obsolete, we'll replace it with more up-to-date information. And then we have a save the date for our Disability Services Day at the Capitol 2026. So that's our advocacy center. Okay, so back to the homepage. We've got a title card that this rotates out, so it usually has kind of whatever's coming up next, and what we most want you to know. So that rotates out. Upcoming events list. So on this upcoming events list, what you're going to see is everything that's public to all members, and then also any committees, any events related to committees that you're on. So you can see we've got our monthly Q&A with DHS calls on here. We have a Capital Insider training in January. This is kind of that first ARRM Academy event of the year, women's conference. So looking through kind of all of our events, leading all the way up to September of next year. So good place to go to kind of mark your calendar if you want to put stuff on your calendar to save the date, calendar holds, that kind of thing. Or you're just looking for what is the kind of the Zoom link for the Q&A with DHS call. Checking out this kind of main events page is a good place to do that. Publications and resources. So there's a ton of resources on the ARRM website, and I won't go through all of them today. Feel free to explore and click around. You're not going to break the website. You're not going to accidentally cancel your account. It's okay to click around and see what you can find. So our monthly Q&A with DHS. Every month we have a call, a webinar with staff from various departments in DHS to answer member questions. So it's just for our members. And we have a dedicated email address, questions@arrm.org, where you can submit any questions that you want asked and answered on the call. And then we also record that webinar because we know that not everybody is available. So we record it and post the recording generally within 24 hours of the call. So if you want to watch any past recordings, those are all linked here. Some of these resources, again, like the advocacy page, some of these rotate out. So the 2025 industry report is on here. That will eventually filter off as we have more up-to-date, either a new industry report or more up-to-date information that we want highlighted on the homepage. Our DSP job board, this is a great resource for members to post job listings for DSPs. So you can see there's a ton on here. And then also, if you want to post a job opening, you can just click post a job opening. And it'll take you through. So you'll click this plus sign to click add and fill out the form, hit save and close, and it will filter onto the job board for you. Back on the homepage, our newsroom has information, kind of news stories, press releases, anything that is involving kind of the media and ARRM news. So if you're ever wondering, like, what did ARRM have to say about XYZ issue? If we made a public statement about it, it'll be on here. And then I also have linked, I try to keep this as up to date as possible, news articles that feature ARRM. So under our resource center, there's a ton of other resources besides just what's linked on the homepage. I'm going to take you to our publications page quick. So our publications page has kind of recent publications, archival publications, our annual reports from over the course of the years are on here, industry reports, legislative one-pagers, including our like legislative priorities, things like that, strategic plan. So if you're looking kind of for those big kind of major overarching publications that we put together every year, those are all linked here. This is kind of our tech resource center. If you're looking for things with assistive tech and remote support, this is kind of the main hub for that on the ARRM website. Tons of resources on here. Assistive Tech Project Manager Elena Gallagher has done an amazing job with it. So a wealth of resources are available here. The DWRS page, so we have a training that we do generally a couple times a year on the disability waiver rate system. So if you're looking ever for some of those worksheets, the PowerPoint slides, things like that, those are all linked on this page. Okay, One last thing I want to show you. If you click on About from any page on the website, you'll see About. You'll click on Directories. This is available only to our members, so it's not listed up publicly like to the general public. But if you are ever looking for a member, you're like, oh, I was at that training with that person from that company, and I can't remember, I didn't get their contact information, or I lost their business card. I'm trying to figure out how to get in touch with them. You can come search for them here. So if we go to member search, you can pop in a handful of different kind of search fields. I'm going to show you our CEO, Sue Shettle. So if I search for Sue Shettle, Sue pops up with all her contact information so that I can easily get in touch with her. And again, this is behind the member login, so the public won't be able to view all of this. So this is just a great resource for our members specifically. And I can either send her a message through the website or I've got her email and phone numbers here to get in touch with her that way. Okay, well, I hope this was a helpful introduction to the ARRM website. Again, if you're having trouble finding anything or need any assistance navigating the website, reach out to us at info@arrm.org, or you can reach out to me directly and I'd be happy to help assist you. Thanks so much.